Welcome to Educare. In this video, we're gonna talk about phrases and clauses. At the end of this video, you will understand what is phrase and what is clause, and also comprehend the difference between two. Let us start this. Phrase. What is a phrase? Phrase is a short sequence of sentences or the words or the group of words, and the phrase they don't have a subject and a verb, and also they simply used as a things technically and illustrative purpose in the language, and also these are important, they play the important role in expressing the complete meaning of a sentence by the speaker. Let us know what are the phrases contain. A phrase contains a short sequence or the group of words. Phrases are not complete sense on their own meaning because they have no subject and verb. Make the sentence meaningful when they are used with the subject and the verb. So these are the four conditions phrases will consist. The first, under the bench, on the table, thick and thin, really interesting, as thin as a stick. See, these are all the phrases. Do they convey a special meaning? Do they convey the complete meaning of a sentence? No, they don't have. Simply we see a sequence of the words, the group of words, and they have no subject and the verb. It means the first condition is it satisfies. It means simply the group of words are there and they are not giving a complete sense of anything, just they have no subject and verb. If these are used in a sentence like this, then they will give the complete meaning. My cat is sleeping under the bench. The tea kettle is on the table. My parents have supported me through thick and thin. The movie that you recommended was really interesting. He is as thin as a stick. So the phrases are used in this sentence to give the complete and extra information about the noun. Okay, or the subject. Now, let us talk how to identify a phrase. We can identify a phrase the absence of the subject and verb in a sentence, and sometimes either. And the phrases cannot give the meaning completely and independently. They are completely dependent to give the meaning of the rest of the sentence. Generally, they depend on the clause, especially on main clause. Let us know the types of phrases. 1. Noun phrase, adjective phrase, prepositional phrase, participial phrases, verb phrase, adverb phrase. First, let us talk about the noun phrase. What is called a noun phrase? The noun phrase nothing but it talks about a noun in a sentence. Okay, it acts as a noun. The group of words will stand for a noun in the sentence. Let us see some examples. The house on the corner belongs to his aunt. The house on the corner is a noun phrase. Belongs to his aunt. Okay, see the house that is used some modifiers on the corner is a, the word group is a, no, that is a modifier. The house is a noun. So this is noun phrase. The explanation is given under that. You can read by pausing the video because if I explain that, the video length increases. The red juicy apples have been purchased from the wholesale market. Apples are nouns. The modifiers are the red juicy apples. That red juicy belongs to apples. Apples nothing but nouns, so that we use noun phrase. Someone special has given me a gift. Someone special. Someone heads the noun and the special is a modifier. Adjective phrases. Adjective phrase that talks about the adjective. It stands as an adjective phrase. It gives complete and detailed information about a noun or a pronoun. It modifies the noun pronoun also. She was wearing an extremely expensive dress. Adjective phrase is extremely expensive. Okay, there will be some very rainy days soon. Some very rainy days is the adjective phrase. Simply the rainy days. But how the days are there? Very rainy. Some very rainy. Okay, it is a quantifier. Some. Very. It is a degree. Okay. Some very rainy days. Sangeeta is an overly sensitive girl. Sangeeta is an sensitive girl, we can say that. But here, the overly talks about extra information of girl. Prepositional phrases. Generally, these type of phrases will start with a preposition. For example, the wildfire spread throughout the forest. Throughout is a preposition. Okay, so the phrase is started with that throughout the forest. My family went to the amusement park. Rahul has a house near the ocean. Near the ocean to the amusement park throughout the forest. These are all prepositional phrases. Participial phrases. Generally, these type of phrases will contain a verb, third form of the verb or the gerund, like inform. Okay, let us see an example. Students planning to join the National Defense Academy need to clear the interview. So the word planning is there to join the National Defense Academy. Next, the police questioned. The police questioned this one to the man found lurking near the crime scene. The person who found there, some of the person, the accused one, found at the crime scene, found lurking near the crime scene is the participial phrase. Because the found is a V through form, the verb contains that. Next, the driver, drove slowly on the road, congested with the traffic. Okay, congested is a participial phrase. Congested with the traffic. Okay. Next, verb phrase. Verb phrase nothing but the talk about verb and that gives some information regarding the verb. My brother has been studying. Simply we can say my brother studying or my brother has been. If my brother is not there, has been studying means we can't understand completely. This is a meaningless sentence. So before that we added a subject. My brother has been studying. Then it is a complete sensible meaning sentence. We may go to Singapore this summer. We may go. May go is a verb phrase. Maya will have completed her exams by the next week. Will have completed is a verb phrase. Adverb phrase. Okay. The cricket team plays latest a single unit. A single unit is a adverbial phrase that talks about verbs, so that adds some information to the verb, so that we call it as an adverb. The sun sets at about 7:30 p.m. It means when it sets about 7:30 p.m. So it talks about it gives some information about sun setting. Set is a verb here. Okay. Munawar ran 3 times around the track. How he ran, how the uh, running is taking place round the track. So the round the track is a adverb class. Next, I am giving some examples here, some exercises. Just I show on the screen. Just you read. After that, you answer the which sentence come under what type of phrase. Okay. Then next we go to the clauses. What is a clause? Clause generally it is completely opposite to the phrase because the phrase has no subject but it has a subject and verb. I'll show in a tabular form. Generally phrases have no subject and verb but clauses have subject and verb. Phrases are a part of clauses but clauses are the part of sentences. Phrases do, phrase doesn't give complete meaning but classes give complete meaning. Phrases depends on independent class, but clauses are independent. They won't depend on any other phrases. Types of clauses: independent class, subordinate clause. Let us talk about independent class. Independent class that stands independently, that doesn't depend on any other classes. Okay, because the independent class will have, it contains a subject, a verb, a predicate, or an object. so that it is called as a independent clause. How to identify a independent clause means the sentence which contains a subject, verb and object or the predicate, that is called as a independent clause. Generally, the sometimes two or three independent clauses will come in a sentence. Then the time the independent clauses were divided by semicolon and comma. I will show here. I'm taking three independent clauses. I have enough money to buy a new dress. My favorite brand is Raymond. I'm going to the market. Okay, these are the three sentences. Okay, and these independent clauses are written as multiple independent clauses. How? Let us see. The multiple independent clauses are written in a single sentence. I have enough money to buy a dress, semicolon. By my favorite brand is Raymond. Okay, like this we have to write. I have enough money to buy a new dress, so I am going to market. Okay, subordinate clause. Subordinate clause means the clause itself says that it is dependent on something. Okay, so it is purely dependent on independent clause. It has some features. The feature first one is it is a dependent on or maybe a part of an independent clause. This subordinate clause gives additional information about the main clause. Subordinate clauses generally begin with the supporting conjunctions such as if, although, because, before, after. The conjunctions being used in this sentences, let us see. Though he began late, he completed the exam first. If the pants are on sale, she will buy them. Until your parents reach, the teacher will stay with you. So here, though he began late, if the pants are on sale, until your parents reach. These three are the subordinate clauses. They are depending on the main classes and they are giving some more information about the main class. For example, though he began late is a subordinate class. Let us keep it aside. He completed the exam first. How he completed? He completed first, but any other information is there, that extra information is given. Though he began late. Okay, this is a subordinate class. Without independent class, the subordinate class doesn't give complete meaning. In spite of poverty, Munawar became a successful entrepreneur. Types of subordinate clauses: adverbial clauses, adjective clauses, noun clauses. So the class is given, you correct the spelling. Clause. Adverb clause. The adverb clause that gives additional information about the verb in a sentence. Example, if you eat too much junk food, you will fall ill. Okay, it means you will fall ill. Will fall, that depends on eating. How much means if you eat too much, that is that. Okay, eat too much junk food, that is giving an extra information about the falling of ill. Take torch as it is dark outside. Okay, as it is dark outside is a adverbial clause that talks about take verb. The woman was taking notes when the bell rang. When the bell rang gives more information about taking of something. Adjective clause. This adjective clause that gives more information about the subject over the object in a sentence. Example, God helps those who help themselves. God helps everybody. What type of people those are? Those who help themselves. It means who help themselves describes the pronoun those. I remember the place where I left my phone. Where I left my phone describes the noun the place. You can borrow the book that you wanted to read. The adjective clause that you wanted to read describes the noun the book. Noun clause. Here is a spelling mistake, just you check it out. Okay, noun clause. What does this talk about? Noun clause talks about a noun in a sentence is called as a noun clause. Okay, see here, I'm married that we will lose this match. Sorry. I'm worried that we will lose this match. Here that we will lose this match. The functions as the object of the verb were read in the sentence. His father was not sure how Rahim would pass. The noun class how Rahim would pass functions as the object of the verb was in the sentence. Where the purse is lost remains a mystery. Okay, here the clause the purse is lost functions as the subject of the verb remains in the sentence. Okay, these are some examples, some exercises given from the clauses. Read them and do underline. The underline part write in the comment section, and the phrases also give along with them. Okay, this I hope that you will give answers for these exercises. How this video is it interesting? Did you understand well? Is there any other thing to change in the presentation that you write in the comment section? The feedback is taken freely from you. Feel free to give the feedback. Okay, and don't forget to like this like button below the video and subscribe for more videos from that. If you want any topic to explain, just you write the topic title in the comment section. Educate will do for you. Thank you and share with your friends.